My name is Mikaela and I'm Market Manager at Wines of South Africa, or better known as WOSA, and we're the industry organisation that promotes South African wines in international markets. South African wine, as a producer globally, we're the 9th largest producer of wine in the world by volume, and we do about 6% of trade globally. Now, we've been making wine for over 3.5 centuries in one of the most beautiful places on earth, known as the Cape Floral Kingdom. We produce many different kinds of wine. In terms of white wine, we have a lot of Chenin Blanc. We have the most Chenin Blanc plantings in the world and produce a variety of styles of Chenin Blanc, anything from fresh and fruity, light, easy drinking wines up all the way to barrel fermented or dessert wines. Then we also produce a lot of Sauvignon Blanc and Chardonnay, and then on the red wine side we produce Bordeaux-style blends, Shiraz, Cabernet, and of course Pinotage, which is a special South African grape. Korean Wine and Importers Association visited South Africa in September last year for an exhibition called Cape Wine, which we showcase every 2 years. For people to visit the South African winelands and taste South African wines. And at that occasion we sat down and started talking about a possible memorandum of understanding. And then this year I came to Korea for this Seoul Wine Expo and also to sign the MOU with KWA. And we sat down yesterday morning and signed the agreement, and we're looking very much forward to closer cooperation between the two organizations in terms of sharing information, promoting each other in the two respective countries, and we've also started talks of a possible wine symposium which we'll plan for autumn this year. Traditionally, South Africa's biggest export markets has always been the UK and Europe, but in recent years we've also started putting more focus on Asia and America, and we're very excited about the Korean wine market, and we think that we definitely produce the style of wine at the correct price points to be attractive to the Korean wine consumer. So in cooperation with the South African Embassy in Seoul, we've been participating in the Korea Seoul Wine Expo for the past few years. We also have launched some workshops a few years ago where we had a tour of South African winemakers that visited the market to do some educationals on South African wine. Later this year we're also launching a sommelier competition, and 3 years ago from Asia we had a Korean contestant that came to South Africa and participated in the finals, and we hope that this year again Korea will do very well, that they can represent Asia and come to South Africa to participate in the final. And then of course our MOU with the Korean Wine Association is also an important part in terms of promoting wine in the market. Okay, well, we'd like to say to Korean consumers, trade and consumer alike, that South Africa definitely produces a very good quality wine at all price points, and we definitely over-deliver at each price point. And I'm confident that once you try South African wine, you'll never go back. We produce wine for every occasion because we know that life is good. We produce wine that's good to enjoy with company. So good wine, good food, good people. We look forward to enjoying a glass of wine with you.